Hi everyone and welcome to lesson 38. My name is Danielle. Thank you for joining me today. Now in lesson 37, we worked out some top tips for accurately measuring how much something holds, which we call its capacity. Let's have a look at our top tips together. Number 1 is to choose the best informal measuring tool. Tip number 2 is to make sure the scoop is level. Tip number 3 is to count as you go. Tip number 4, fill to the brim. Remember that means your scoop has to be full to the brim and what the container needs to be full to the brim as well. And tip number 5 is to say the total and the unit after measuring. So how did you go with your home task? I'd like to share what I did. Here's my book and I'm going to turn to lesson 37. So I did some measuring at home and I discovered that the capacity of my lunchbox is 11 drinking cups of water. So I used a drinking cup to see how much my lunchbox holds. Then I wanted to measure the capacity of my drink bottle and I used mugs of water this time. So my drink bottle has a capacity of 5 mugs of water. Great job everyone. Our learning intention today is to practice estimating the capacity of containers. To get us thinking mathematically, I have a little warm-up game. I have 2 containers here and I'm going to use this cup as my scoop. Now I want you to have a look up here. We've got 3 possible estimates. What is the closest estimate? So would it take A, 10 scoops to fill this container? Would it be B, 4 scoops, or C, 1 scoop? So have a look at the container, have a look at the scoop, and I want you to choose the closest estimate. A, B, or C. Say it now. Okay, using our top tips, let's check. I'm going to scoop, make sure it's level, and pour. Count with me. 1, level, 2, scoop, level, pour. That's 3, scoop, level, pour, 4, scoop, make sure it's level, full to the brim, 5, let's scoop, make sure it's level. Now I'm going to level this one before I pour. Okay, so this will be 6. Okay, it's full to the brim and that was 6 little cups. So the capacity of this container is 6 little cups of sand. Let's take a look at our estimates. Now, 10, that's too high, and 1 is too low. So our closest estimate was 4 scoops. How did you go? Which option did you pick? Now we are going to measure this container using the same informal measuring tool. Do you think it's going to be more or less than this container? Let's have a look at the options for your estimate. What is the closest estimate? Will it be A, 15 scoops, B, 30 scoops, or C, 5 scoops? Choose your option now. I think that 30 is going to be too high an estimate. I think 5 is going to be too low. So I'm thinking the closest estimate will be A, 15. Let's check. Okay, so I need to remember my top tips. I'm going to scoop, level, and pour. Count as I go. 1, count with me. 2, make sure it's level, that's 3, scoop, level, pour, that's 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh. Let's scoop again. That's 8. 9. Make sure it's level. 9. 10. Oh, I think we've passed halfway. Okay, this will be scoop number 11. Scoop, make sure it's level. 12. 13. We're getting close now. 14. 15. Oh, our container is nearly full. 16. 17. Okay, now this scoop will be 18. Let's have a quick look at our estimates. 18 is more than 5. It's just more than 15. I wonder what will be the closest estimate. Let's pour. So this is 18. Keep counting. 19. Make sure it's level. And this is 20. It's nearly full. 21. Okay, if I pat it down to make sure it's level, we can see that our container is full to the brim. So our container had a capacity of 21 little cups. Let's see which estimate was closest. So it wasn't 5. Is 21 closer to 15 or 30? What do you think? That's right. 21 is closest to 15. Well done, everybody. So what does it mean to estimate? Remember, we're using what we know to explain our thinking. It's not just random guessing. When we estimate, we think about an amount that's too high or too low, and we find an answer that's in between. Remember, it's not about being correct. The more we practice estimating, the more accurate we can be. So, for example, if I wanted to estimate how many scoops it would take to fill this cup, I would think about what's too high, like 20. I would think about what's too low, 5. And I would estimate somewhere in the middle, perhaps 12. Let's check. I'm remembering my top tips. I'm scooping, making sure it's level, counting as I go. 1, scoop, level, pour. 2, count with me. 3, scoop, pour. That's 4. 5, scoop, level, pour. That's 6. We've passed halfway. 7. Scoop, level, pour. That's 8. 9. Scoop, level, pour. That's 10. What do you think? If I make that level, it's now full to the brim. So our cup was 11 scoops of sand. My estimate was 12. I was close. Now, when we estimate, there are some different strategies that we can use to help us. We can compare. For example, this cup is a similar size to this cup. And I know that this container has a capacity of 11 scoops of sand. So if I wanted to estimate this cup, I would choose a similar estimate, like 11 as well, or 12. Now, the other strategy we can use is comparing and adjusting. For example, I know that this cup is bigger than this one. So my estimate would be a larger amount than 11. So I might estimate this cup to be 15 scoops. Another way of estimating is by visualising. So I know what 1 scoop of sand would look like. So I could visualise what 1 scoop of sand would look like in this container to help me with my estimate of 10. Your home task is to find 3 containers and an informal measuring tool. I want you to estimate, measure, then record. In this lesson, we have practiced estimating by comparing and adjusting, and by visualising. We know that estimating is not just randomly guessing. The more we practice, the more accurate we can be. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.